Hi everybody, it's another fun week of Margarete Miller's Collage Challenge. This is week 14, week ending April 9th, 2022. So this week is a ribbon. We have got a ribbon, a plant, a person in whichever form, splashes or splotches, sheet music, and the bonus is a piece of sewing pattern. So I want to get some of my stamps here. I'm going to grab that packet. And I think I'm going to grab this little basket here. I haven't used this Lucky Clover. I may try that today. We'll have to see. I have Lucky Clover I haven't used yet. And I have cracked pistachio. That might be kind of fun. Because I'll need those. For my splashes and splotches, I have rubber stamps. So I have my ribbon here that is kind of misconfigured. I was going to press it out, and then I thought, maybe I'll just leave it as is, add a little character to it. So let's get started. The sheet music, I have a piece of sheet music here, my Wild Rose Honey Girl. I think I was saving her for a collage, but I'm going to use this as the backdrop. So let's get this cut down. Let's get this cut down. I'm going to save the top here, so if I can use that for a heading somewhere, that would be kind of fun. And we're just going to go right on the other side of that. And I'm not measuring this out today. I'm just kind of eyeballing it to get it in that space. And I'm going to take just a little bit off of the bottom. All right, I think that will fit good right here in this space. So let's get this down. And I don't think I'm going to distress it. And maybe I will. Maybe I will. But you know what? I think maybe I'm going to do it in one of these colors instead of I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. You can see I'm thinking green, but of St. Patrick's Day. But St. Patrick's Day has passed, hasn't it? That was in March. But I'm just going to use my normal. Let's see if I can get some. I may have to get a different, because this I'm just getting. I'm getting a little bit of green. I guess it's looking like a mold, isn't it? So I guess that will show that it's really, I probably should have gotten a little bit cleaner pad instead of using the dark, but that's okay. It's going to look grungy. And I'm just going to use my tape runner. I don't think we need to put all this glue on it. All right. Let's get that there. All right. Okay, so there's our backdrop. So we can take that right off. This is going to be, that's our sheet music. And excuse me, splashes or splotches. Now let me show you what else I have. I showed you the ribbon. I have my ribbon. My plant is a pink cyclamen. I thought that was pretty. It's a nice indoor house plant. And then my bonus is a piece of sewing pattern. So, you know, I like to make pockets on my pages here to store extras that I have. So I'm going to take this and make this into a pocket. And I am going to need to put a little bit of reinforcement in the back. But I would like to do it. I think I'm going to take a piece of vellum because I want to keep this clear. I don't want to put a plain piece of paper. I still, hopefully I'll be able to see a little bit of the sheet music behind it. That's my thinking. And then I need a person in some form. So I found this cute little gal off of a sewing pattern. And the ribbon, I think I will probably end up attaching to the pocket. And then my blotches, I don't know, this is what I have. I'm going to use this one here. And then I have this stamp set, and I thought I might use a couple of these. I make cards using these two gals, and I just love them. So here are my blotches, and I'm just trying to think if I think I'm going to put them in the background and maybe add a little bit, maybe add that one to the front. So I think the green, I want to test these greens out because I would like to put green behind it. So let me grab a piece of vellum as well. This is going to be a quick, easy one this week. So I'm just grabbing my clear translucent for my stamp. And I grabbed my pieces of vellum here. So what I'm going to do first, let's move these to the side. Let's see if I have, I'm sure I have a piece of vellum that this pocket will fit. Yeah, you'll still be able to see somewhat, and this will give it a little more stiffness so I can put something behind it. And I'm just kind of seeing here, I could even use, I don't want to use this big sheet. I could even use this one here. So I think what I will do, and it doesn't matter to me if I have like this little bit up here. And I think what I will do is, I'm wondering if I should stitch. This might be kind of fun to stitch on here instead of gluing it. I just want to make sure that this doesn't rip and tear, because, you know, a sewing pattern, it would easily tear away from the stitches. So I think I talked myself through it, and I answered my own question. And I think I should just tape or glue this down on here. have to be careful because these are delicate and I don't want to rip and tear it. Okay. All right. And I'm not too concerned. I don't feel I need to glue this down in the center. As long as I have that there. And maybe what I'll do is I will use the pinking shears on this because seeing that it's a dress pattern, a lot of times my mother used to cut her, when she cut her patterns out, it was always done with the pinking shears. So they didn't fray, the material didn't fray. It'll add a little oomph. I'm going to cut this in just a little bit because if you noticed, it was right to the edge of my paper. And I think I'll have to take a little bit more. I think I'm going to take it off of this side because I really want to have this where it says cutting line on here. Turn my other light on here so we can all see a little bit better. And I think I will cut this down here as well. There. All right, that'll be good. So I will put that there and you can still see. It's a dark day here. I know we just have so many dark days. I just want the sun to come out and shine. This here, I'm going to open up a little bit more with my X-Acto knife so I can see a little bit more of that sheet music behind everything. A lot of times when I cut my flowers out of flower books, I just do a rough cut because I know I'm going to end up taking the X-Acto knife to them. And then as you can see, I will do the detailed work prior to it going in the book. And the other reason I do that too is so if it has little items, like this here, it wouldn't get caught on something that it's hanging out with in the drawer and rip or tear. And I just think that when you surgically remove the inside of some of your images, it just makes for I don't want to say more realistic because but what it does for me, it gives it a little more, I don't know, I guess more realistic feel to it. There. Okay. And like I said, I will just do a rough cut, and then I can come in and clean it up. And if you like more white, you know, on your flowers, then, I mean, you know, you don't have to come in this close, but so I like to do my these weekly challenges on a Saturday. And then I like to post them Sunday night, because that's how I start my week. On a Sunday night, I have to kind of wrap my head around that. You know, it's Monday, everybody's going to be back to work. I'm going to be home alone, which I enjoy. I like my alone time. And I like to get these posted early. So for others that are participating in this, and if they work on theirs, you know, midweek, or, you know, maybe they can take some of my ideas and bring them to their table, which is always nice. Okay. All right, so I think that's good. All right. And then that way, so you can see the, I just prefer that over having more of the white show. So, and then when I splash and splotch too. So let's see. And I'm just going to pull I had a terrible time with my printer this morning. It was really acting up on me, and I had to do a upgrade because I upgraded to Windows 11. So my printer wouldn't work. So this is Lucky Clover. That's a pretty green. I like that. And then let's see the pistachio. And then we will see which. Oh yeah, I like that too. So now we're going to see it. Maybe we'll just blend the two of them. Yeah, we can just blend the two. So I think I will just do some splashes and splotches around my pages here. Okay. I'm using the pistachio on these here. And then I think what I'll do is I'm going to use this maybe on top. Maybe I'll do a few on the pocket here. And up over. And then I want to add this ribbon. So I think what I will do is I'm going to add a couple little punches, and then I'm just going to tie it off into a little knot. So I have my, and I think I'm just going to do it here and here. So I have one here one here. And you don't, I mean, the other thing you could do is just feed it through. You don't even need to have a knot. And maybe that might be kind of fun to do. Let me do another. I have to do 2 more. And I will just run that through. So it kind of looks like it's stitched on there. 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 I think that'll be. And let's see. Let's do it like that. Bring this down a little bit more. We'll do it this way. There. I'll just trim some of that off. Okay, so we have our ribbon on there like that. So we will sometimes I feel like I'm all thumbs and fingers. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that like that. I think I'm going to put that like that. So this I am going to use my art glitter glue. Come on. I squeeze it like this, and one big blob is going to come out. There we go. Cyclamen. I've never had a cyclamen plant. I've seen them. I've read about them. They say they're very hard to get them to rebloom. Very hard to get these little guys to bloom again once you have one. So if you can get yours to rebloom, you really have a green thumb, I guess. But they are a very pretty plant. When I was growing up, we had a shamrock plant on our dining room table. And it always amazed me how at night the leaves would close up. And then first thing in the morning, they would open up again. And that was a pretty plant. And I think when that bloomed, I think it had pink flowers or a lavender flower on it. I don't really remember. But I just thought it was the coolest thing how we'd go out at night after dinner and it would be all the leaves would be all closed up on it. All right, so we have our pocket, which is right here. Put Put my little appointment card in there. Okay, so there's our pocket. And then we are going to add our little girlfriend here. And I'm going to take the white off in between her. And again, when you work with these old patterns, you don't have to press that hard because the paper is very thin. Okay. And I'm going to take this off down here. I don't need that. This was figure number 2. All right. So we're going to add her to the mix right there. And I'm not going to glue the top of her down because I want to be able to get my notes in that pocket. And if I glue the top of her, I won't be able to do that. And she'll be just fine there. I will connect her arm here though, however, because she's at the side here. And so see, I can just add my notes or whatever behind her. So just be mindful if you're making a pocket and you have a piece that's a little bit taller, don't glue it down because that will, that's going to stop you from adding your items, your notes. Oh, we're going to do Lucky Clover with this here. So let's add a little bit of Lucky Clover. And we're just going to put a little splotch there, little splotch there. We'll put one over here. And I think we'll put one right there. Okay, so that's good. There. It's not overbearing. So let's just make sure that I have everything. So we have our ribbon. We have our plant. We have our person, splashes and splotches, our sheet music, and the piece of sewing pattern, which is our pocket. So there you have it, my friends. That is week 14 in Margarete Miller's planner, weekly planner. And then I can put my appointments in and my YouTube videos, and I'm good to go. All right, everybody. I'll see you on the next page. Week 15. Wow, it's going by fast. Have a great day, my friends. Bye-bye.